everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I was wondering what kind of video I wanted to make for you guys next, and I realized that it's been a while since I've done a story time video. So I want to tell you guys about the time I got lost in Japan. No, not the Shawn Mendes song. But when I actually got lost in Japan. I did a video where I told you where I got lost in Korea. I got lost, but not really. I can communicate, but in Japan, I don't really know any Japanese other than Ohayo, arigato gozaimasu, kanpai. Those kind of phrases. I didn't know how to ask for you know, like directions. Okay, so let me set the scene for you guys. While I was studying Korea, I decided that on our longest break, I was going to take a trip to Japan. It's always been my dream. It's very close to Korea. It's not that expensive. So I thought this is the best time to do it. And I was going to go by myself because I had another experience traveling with someone else. And I just felt like it's better if I travel by myself. So I bit the bullet, purchased my ticket, and I was going to be there for 5 days. 4 cities in 5 days. I would land in Osaka, stay there for a day and a half, go to Kyoto, stay there for a day and a half, go to Nagoya, day and a half, and then Tokyo, day and a half, and fly out back to Korea. So I landed in Kyoto, doing all the cool touristy things, having a great time, you know. And mind you, I think I mentioned in a previous video, but I suck at directions. Like, the only way I can describe it to you is I'm the type of person that will go in a store in the mall, even if for like 2 to 5 minutes, and I'd walk out and I don't know the direction I came from. And if you try to tell me verbal directions, I blank out and pretend I'm listening and then put it in my GPS. I think I got Wi-Fi in Japan, but you'll see why that doesn't help later. So anyways, just traveling through Osaka, doing the touristy thing. Went to Kyoto, did the touristy things. I had some friends in Nagoya, that's why I went, from college. They were exchange students, and so they had gone back home and I was visiting, so had fun with them. And then there was one that I didn't get to hang out with that much, and we decided that we were going to Tokyo together. All the while, I was very confident in my skills. I was like, wow, Kimberly, look at you. You went to another country by yourself where you don't know the language. Korea, I could kind of get by and I was learning the language. But Japan, I don't know the language. I suck, absolutely suck at directions. But I did 2 cities, I fed myself, I saw attractions, like, you know, like I did that and I was very confident. And that's where everything goes wrong, right? When you get confident to the point of being cocky, right? Don't want to be cocky, just confident. So I meet my friend really early in the morning, I think around 8 a.m. We took a Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, to Tokyo, which was $100. Japan had me choking because it was more expensive than Korea. Based on the American dollar, Korea, you move the decimal places 3 times. Japan, you move it twice. So it was a lot of money. So we took the train, spent the day doing stuff that I always wanted. Went to like Harajuku. There's a bridge where they cosplay, but I didn't get to see it because I didn't go on a weekend, so I was really sad about that. I saw Shibuya Crossing. I saw the dog from High School Debut. Went to Tokyo Tower. And all the while our phones were dying, right? But I had a baby, when I say baby, portable charger. I don't use anymore because I have a bigger one that charges my phone 3 or 4 times. But this one could maybe charge your phone halfway, if not all the way, right? One time. So using the charger throughout the day, we couldn't really find that many outlets. The day was coming to an end. Here's where I was not thinking smartly. So my friend that I went to Tokyo with is Japanese. Born in Japan, grew up, raised in Japan, speaks Japanese. Both of our phones are dying and I have to get to my hotel. And I'm of course not thinking about this. So because she was going home and she literally spent her money, took time out of her week to come with me to Tokyo, I was like, yeah, just use my portable charger, like, so you can get home. And she said, are you sure? And at that point, alarms should have went off in my head. But I said, yeah, of course, use my charger. Like, I'm just gonna take a picture of the map. It's very easy to get there from the train station. This is where confidence becomes arrogance. Confidence, arrogance. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just take a picture of it. My camera still had batteries. So she charges her phone. The portable charger dies. Say our goodbyes. My phone dies. At this point, it was later at night. I took the train to the train station exit that the map had indicated. It was about 11. Time to go to my hotel. Pull up the map on my camera. Just walking how it said to walk. Do. Think I should have been here by now. So I'm like, maybe I took a wrong turn. So I didn't want to keep walking, so I went back to the train station to retrace my steps and possibly ask anyone for some guidance. I mentioned it was 11. Well, the train station was closing, so there was like no one in there to help me. I was like, oh, it's fine, I'll just go retrace my steps, you know, like just start over. So I'm walking, and then, you know, panic creeps in. Got to the point where I'm like, yeah, I think I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. So of course I start panicking. I think at one point I saw a lady and I asked her like where to go, or I asked her for a police station or something. So anyway, somehow I ended up at the police station. I honestly think if it was earlier in the day, they would have had people that spoke English. But since it's 11 o'clock at night, of course, the officers were looking at me like, what's she saying? And I'm like, oh no, because I was like, yeah, I'll just go to the cops. Like, they'll help me. They, like, you know? So I was like, I'm lost, like, you know, trying to mime out everything. So I showed them the name of my hotel. If you guys aren't familiar, romanization is when they write characters in English lettering so you know how to say it. I have the romanized version of the Japanese name for the hotel. So they were looking at it like, Japanese? They were like saying Japanese, like, do you have the Japanese version of the characters, like what it is? And I was like, I got it. I'm just like, man, I came all the way to like this police station and they don't know what I'm talking about. Finally, they kind of figure it out and they pull out a map, like the foldable map of the city, boom, 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 on the table. And they're like telling me, like, not in, well, kind of like English, like broken English, like here, you go here. And as I told you guys, when people start telling me verbal directions, I'm just like, you know, at that time when they were telling me, it was sinking in like, you're screwed, you're screwed. You're screwed, right? Because like they weren't saying it in clear, you know what I mean? Like it was like broken English. I'm already bad at directions, verbal directions. And I was like, of course, I was like, oh, thank you. And then I left there and the panicking became acceptance. I just gave up. I decided that, hey, I have to be at the airport early in the morning. I've seen drunk people literally sleeping on the side of the road until the first train comes in the morning, and safe. I'm just gonna pick my spot. I'm just gonna stay there, stay up as long as I can, and just, you know. And I had backpacked to Japan, so I had this huge backpack. I used my friend's backpack because it extended. It's like this long on my back and like tubular, and it was so heavy. And I was just sitting there like, my back hurts. I've been up since like maybe 6 a.m. walking around. I'm just so tired. I just can't. So I'm gonna pick a spot and sit there till morning and hope for the best. Like, guys, like I went through all like the panicking, the oh my gosh, like you're so stupid, to the like finally like, wow, I guess this is it. Like I'll sit here, you know. And if it was any other country, y'all, I think I would have probably like, I don't even know, like, but because Japan is so safe, I came to the acceptance part a lot sooner. Y'all, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like walking around, you know, like dejected, like, well, you know when you've hit the bottom and you're just like, it's like your soul's out of your body. And I just was like, God, I don't know, man. Y'all, like, I was getting anxiety thinking about filming this because I could just like flash back to like just how much I had given up. Like, I can't really read the street names because like I had them romanized in my camera and it's like not romanized on the road, and I don't know where the street names are because it's a little confusing, and I can't read Japanese. Hiragana, katakana, kanji, I can't read any of that stuff. Y'all, when I tell you, I was just walking around for the longest time, just like looking down, just like that. And I kid you not, there's a handful of times this has happened in my life. Like, this is how I can tell you God is real, because when I tell you there is absolutely no way that I should have found this hotel. Absolutely no way. The way Japan is set up, especially like Tokyo, like there's so many alleyways and turns and pockets, and like it's just so confusing. It's not a straight shot, do. And I was just walking, and when I tell you, I looked up, and I kid you not, I was standing right in front of the hotel. Like, I literally, I looked at it and I was like, I pulled out my camera because I took a picture of like what it looks like, so I know, because I was like looking up at all these buildings. I looked at it, I looked up at the building, I looked at it, and I was like, thank you God. Y'all, I felt like I almost sprinted into that hotel. I got to the lobby, like I'm like sweating, I'm just like so exhausted, and they're looking at me and they're trying to give me the rundown. I'm like, all I want right now is my bed. All I want to do is get in the shower and get in that bed. Like, when I tell you, I was just like, whatever. And then I finally get up there, and y'all, I was so happy to see a bed. Everyone was sleeping. You know what time it was when I got in there? After 12 a.m. Maybe it was because I was so happy that I did a hotel tour. But I'll link the video down below of Tokyo. Like, I didn't vlog during the time that I was lost because I had a limited amount of space on my camera, and that was my map. So I needed that to like, actually I needed it for nothing because it didn't really help me, but you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to kill the battery on that too. That's about the time that I got lost in Japan. Honestly, I've learned from my mistakes. I definitely have a huge portable charger now, and I look back and realize how dumb I was. Does it even make sense to you that you give the person that actually can ask for directions in the native language the charger when you don't know anything? That, like, I just, you know, sometimes the brain, everyone has their slow moments. But anyways, that's it for the video. Please let me know a time that you got lost somewhere, or if anything like this has happened to you before. Please like and subscribe and share, and let me know what other video you'd like me to make. I have some in the pipeline already. Also, I'm doing a Q&A about like my Hairy Girl Chronicles series that I'm doing on YouTube. It's been fairly popular so far, and everyone you know, been really relating a lot to my experiences like growing up as a hairy girl. So if you guys would like to ask me any questions pertaining to that that I can answer for you in my next video, please comment those down below as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye guys.